Got a minute to talk?
Unless you're suited up for a mission, I've got all the time in the world. Honestly, I'm surprised you agreed to take the job from Corvus after everything.
I'll admit, now that I know what I'm doing, I kind of want a rematch with the Heart of Rage.
That was probably not the best mission to take a new freelancer on.
Well, you learn more from failure, right?
We all did. The living, anyway. Although for most, the lesson was stay out of the Heart of Rage.
To be fair, that's a good lesson.
We can't just ignore it and hope it goes away. It's turning everything around Freemark to ash.
Is that why you've been so determined to go back? To stop the cataclysm?
No, but let's say that's why. It sounds better than, I just want to solve the puzzle.
Which part is the puzzle?
Which isn't. Freemark was built on top of the cenotaph. Why? To protect it? To hide it? What happened to awaken it? Did the Dominion intend to unleash the storm? Why didn't they escape? Why did our expedition fail? What knocked our lancers out of the air?
You really think you'll find answers?
Does it matter? The world is filled with mysteries. Chasing the solutions, that's where the fun is.
Of course, chasing solutions tends to end in death by angry cataclysm.
Let's try to avoid that part. I came here from Anthem back in the day. Can you imagine? Beautiful, civilized Anthem. To the frontier. Because I wanted to see what's out here through a Lancer's eyes. In that respect, I think we're alike.
Well, I certainly like seeing through a Lancer's eyes myself.
We're pretty much twins then. Don't worry. I'm sure I can back you up in the field just as well.
Oh, so soon? Good. I have contracts for you. To change minds around here, we need to get out there and do good work. Remind people they can count on us. You hear me?
I hear you.
Maybe I should trim my beard. It is fashionable, right? I don't even know.
Hey there.
Piece of advice?
Okay, where do I start? Your temper can get too...
No, I'm saying from me to you.
Oh, sure. What have you got?
This fight with the Monitor, burn it into your brain. Someday it'll be the good old days. The legend that gets freelancers excited. And reminds you what badass feels like.
Years must be catching up if you forgot something like that.
Getting an aptitude, huh?
Looking for signs of senility.
I'll have you know that badass courses through these veins. I defined it. That rogue Ursix that terrorized Shadow Gap Trench? I put the final bullet in its brain. Or that battle of Wyvern Horde at Indigo Vale? I was there.
Yeah? What was it like?
A dozen freelancers dropped in from above. Down a sheer cliff, landed in a circle on an outcropping. Nothing but death below. No margin for error. Had to surround them. 12 pairs of boots hit the ground in unison. 12 guns started blazing. And a bunch of Wyvern died wishing they never met a freelancer. It was magnificent.
All right, I'll give you that one. Pretty impressive.
Badass.
If you can remember it.
Kid, no one will ever forget it.
What are we doing?
Heard about some overdue freelancers. Get out there and find them, okay?
Understood. Let's see what I can do.
Scars took some of our freelancers. Get them out of there.
You got it.
Glad you showed up when you did.
One down. Good.
I owe you one.
Making progress. Good.
Thanks. Freelancers need to stick together.
Getting close to finishing. Look at this, you see? A big scarred leader has arrived. They got the message. Since you're in the area, I might have something else for you. Heard there might be a group of outlaws around here. Find them.
I'll head over there.
You make sure to blow them up.
Okay.
That was quick. Keep at it. Turrets are done? Good. Clear out any outlaws who still want to fight.
You got it.
Ah, good, good. Now that you've finished, new work. Some reports of outlaws gathering in the area. Find them.
Got it. On my way.
This? Turrets? They have no need for those. Shoot them.
I understand.
That's one.
Okay.
Okay, more trouble for us. And by us, I mean you. A freelancer is in trouble in your area. See if you can find her.
Okay, on my way.
See if you can find that freelancer.
I'll check it out.
Too late. Damn. A story for the wall, then. Let's blow up the Scar stockpiles and finish the contract.
Okay.
seems done. Not so bad. Their munitions are no more. Now, destroy the remaining scars.
I understand. Finished off all the scars.
Haha, you did it. Finished. Well done. Many will hear of your deeds.
I owe you one. Ready to go, Matthias. What's the contract?
I'm reading a Shaper relic not too far out that's giving off an odd signal. Can you help?
Understood. I'm on it.
Oh dear. This relic will do something very bad unless we collect its fragments and shut it down.
Got it.
Freelancer, the relic! It summoned something!
You got it.
Nicely done, Freelancer. Keep at it. indispensable. Freelancer has a very good lead on some new runes. I want you to prove my research is correct.
Understood. I'm on it.
Right here, runes should be visible.
Understood.
That's it. There must be more. Work is getting done.
Need some help?
enough of that. Efficient. Something important has just come up. Won't take long. I have a hunch there's something going on before my start camp. Find out, please.
Okay, on my way.
This area has an assortment of fragments I see. Gather them up and bring them back to the fort.
You got it.
first.
One down. You're doing well. This work is getting done. That is sufficient. I think we have enough. Excellent work today, Freelancer. You've helped me immensely. See you back at the fort.
You're back. Good. Tassin's been hanging about waiting for you. We need you to stay safe out there.
Freelancer. How goes the battle?
Fighting the good fight.
What I wanted to hear.
How's the Thunder business?
Good. Word's gotten around that freelancers are something special again.
Doing what we can. How'd you get into this work anyway, Prospero?
It found me. Nothing in this world makes a statement like Shaper relics. Talk about fearful awe.
That's why they're so fascinating. No one knows how they work or why they even exist. Anything can happen.
Oh, I know that. I've seen it firsthand.
What happened?
When I was young, maybe 18, I was an engineer for a trading caravan. One day we hear a rumor. They say a Titan's been spotted in the area. We were young and stupid, so we got it in our heads that taking a Titan down meant we wouldn't have to be traders anymore.
I guess that's what being young is all about, taking risks. And sometimes they pay off.
Well, I remember thinking, how hard can it be? So I might have been the dumbest of the bunch. So this Titan, it's leaving a trail of destruction and rumors wherever it goes. Biggest Titan anyone's ever seen. Weeks go by. We've tracked it all the way to the Western Pass, into the Great Expanse. Finally, we corner it in a valley. And that's when I felt it. Deep in the bones, dread. It wasn't just one Titan. It was 3 of them, joined together.
You're kidding me.
All standing around a Shaper relic, melding together. Right before my eyes, it was staring right at us. This gigantic thing that shouldn't exist. Took us all of 15 seconds to turn our Strider around and never look back. But I did. I was mesmerized. It was powerful, fearful, awful. Then it pointed to the sky. A moment I'll never forget.
It's amazing. I can't believe that happened.
I know it did. That thunderclap? Eardrum blew out.
Wow.
That's why I do what I do. I sell the thunder. If every freelancer can invoke the same awe I felt that day, you'll win every time.
Always fun talking to you, Prospero. See you later.
Back at you.
I'm heading to the bar tonight to see Amal. If you behave, I'll bring you some Fortuo brew.
Satisfying.
Welcome to my store. Browse away.
New stuff. Think about that. I just ran into Daver. What happened?
Way I heard it, Scars ripped open one of those gate things and ambushed the patrol. Daver got all fired up. Sentinel buddy of mine said they had to stop him from charging through after them.
He never learned. Those gates.
Ah, my friend. Always good to see you. You see the stories up on the wall?
Yeah, I was wondering about those.
When a freelancer falls, their link is brought to me. In life, the link connects us to a cipher. In death, it is a record.
And you write up what happened?
Yes, to remember what freelancers have given.
You do this all by yourself.
It is an honor. We should not grieve, we should celebrate. I want you to go honor our dead. Bring me their stories, and light their way home.
Hey!
So many things you are doing. Wonderful. I'm curious, what do you remember most? Good times? Bad? What? Honest now.
The best days stick with me. The wins.
That's what life is about, yes? Long time ago, I was out near the Dawn Gates. Stars were very bright. Rain made everything glow. I heard a sound, so strange. I couldn't place it.
What was it?
Children, alone, out in the jungle, far from anything. They were singing.
Children? How did they?
You see, how could I understand this? A strider had been attacked. I brought them home. It was a miracle. Music started. Dancing started.
Saving a bunch of kids. That's a good day.
Yes, yes, a good day. But one of those children, a stranger, was holding his hand.
His parents.
Died aboard that strider. We should represent hope, but there are two sides to our job. When I celebrate my victories with great joy, I know that somewhere there is sadness too.
There's always a cost. It's part of the job.
Yes, but we can't let it stop us. Lost and alone, yet those children sang. You hear me?
I hear you.
I hope the Arcanists start bringing their people inside.
Hey, buddy. You're getting it done out there.
You saying that in general, or...?
Owen's quick to brag. Not that you haven't earned it, right?
That's just Owen.
I've got the reports to prove him right. You're raising our name. We're getting more offers. I've started color-coding the ledgers. It's beautiful.
What about you? Any exciting jobs? Well, besides paperwork?
Remember that arcane vault job my buddies and I took?
How'd it go?
We fly out there and my cipher picks up the vault's location. But it's locked. My buddies and I split up to find the tuning points that will crack it. There's grabbits hopping around. Nice and quiet.
Those jobs are good too.
This isn't one of them. We popped the vault open, but we've attracted Wolven. No problem, we have what we came for. Just take off, right? My one buddy, his kid's sister loves that radio show about the crime fight in Grabbit, Detective Hops Mysteries. He's going on that we can't let Hops die, what'll he tell the kid, and I can't say I'm not with him. Next thing you know, I'm booking it with a Grabbit in my arms while the other two are flying back to the Arcanist.
Now that's one to remember.
Wouldn't have done it without your tie-breaking vote.
Something tells me the job would have been interesting either way.
You never know, eh?
Guess not. See you around, Jack.
Off somewhere. Check in when you can.
Hey, good to see you. You're a freelancer, right?
I think you knew that.
I never assume. Like, I'm a laundryman now, right? But not very long ago, I was a cleaning guy. I figured you were like me, always on the move.
We're not that alike.
Sure we are. Anyway, you know Yarrow, right? That super old freelancer?
Sure, I know Yarrow.
You think you know him, but did you hear about him and the Teslar?
No, but I have a feeling you're going to tell me.
Yes. So, I guess a long time ago, he was guarding some families, and a kid got too close to a Teslar burrow. It all happened so fast that to save the child's life, Yarrow had no choice but to choke the Teslar to death with his bare hands.
But Teslars emit an electrical charge. Yarrow would have at least been knocked out.
Yeah, but I guess he held on, even though he was unconscious.
Why wasn't he in his javelin?
I think it was really hot out.
Javelins compensate for temperatures.
You reckon this story, right?
Oh, I was just trying to understand how he did it.
Trust me, he did it, okay? That's why he talks so funny.
He does?
Yeah. Have you ever talked to him?
Yes.
You have? I tried to once, but he was too busy. Hey, do you have time for lunch?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I mean, we're both so busy, huh? So, all right, I'll see you around.
People don't realize the danger of standing water. Promise me you'll respect the dangers of noise pollution. Thank you.
For what?
For stepping close so you don't impede foot traffic.
You were off to the side, so it seemed to make sense.
My apologies. I assumed you would recognize me from one of my public safety forums.
Sorry, I was not aware those were happening.
My name is Pernell Blatch, and I'm the fort custodian. I maintain and improve all public works and spaces.
Sounds like a big job.
It's enormous. I'm seeking public input on an initiative to improve life in Fort Tarsis. Would you care to take part?
No thanks, I'm kind of busy.
If I told you we could tangibly improve fort safety, would you reconsider?
I doubt it.
Forget about safety then. How about quality of living? How do you feel about Fort Tarsis having a beautiful fountain that's just sitting dry?
Why is that important?
A fort is more than just stone and wood. Civic projects like fountains help make it a home.
Okay.
And people also need rules. Our fort needs more guidelines in order to function safely and efficiently.
Really? More rules?
Absolutely. Guidelines and protocols are the bones of social order. I hope you have a more open mind the next time we meet.
More work to be done on making Fort Tarsus safe. Reviewing reports from Anthem.
Hi again, Bryn.
Freelancer. Hello again. Hi. While I have you, we need more information about this odd scar activity. If you have time to lend the Sentinels a hand.
On it. Just pass on the details when you have them.
Yes, will do.
Hi again.
Freelancer. Fancy meeting you here.
Were you trying to make a joke, Bryn?
I'm attempting something new. I don't think I enjoyed it. I should tell you, I'm impressed with how you've handled yourself on missions.
Freelancers. We get the job done.
Sometimes, from what I've heard.
And you believe everything you hear?
You do seem shockingly reliable.
Shockingly?
Oh, pleasantly. Surprisingly?
Has anyone ever told you that you're not great with people, Bryn?
Oh, constantly.
How do you even have an opinion of freelancers if I'm the first one you've worked with?
From radio shows and other Sentinels. Have you ever considered Sentinel life?
A long time ago, before joining the freelancers.
And?
I was figuring things out. I also thought about breeding grabbits for a while.
I've always known what I wanted to do. Oh, rules and regs keep the world in order. A place for everything.
Sounds like you used that line before.
My mother's favorite. She was a Sentinel too, and she also loved rules.
Isn't working with freelancers without permission breaking those rules?
If the Sentinels don't adapt, the fort won't be around much longer to protect.
And isn't that adapting just breaking the rules with purpose?
Now you're just talking nonsense.
I'll see you around.
Potentially.
Hey, you're a freelancer, right? I've heard things about you.
What kind of things?
Some of the Arcanists said you stopped a cataclysm. Or a giant Ursix. Or both.
That was me, yeah. It was, kind of both.
Interesting. You're one to watch. I don't want to say too much just yet, but be mindful. A lot of eyes will be on you soon.
What does that mean?
It means this is the time to show what you're made of.
You've got a contract for me. I'm happy to hear it.
Not a contract, exactly. Have you ever heard of the path to glory?
It's like a ranking of Lancers, right?
That's not all it is. There are certain rewards offered to those on the path.
Rewards offered by who exactly?
The Emperor. Put yourself on the path, freelancer. What you do will matter, I promise.
Good. Come to pay your respects at last?
I guess I have.
My name is Zara Toll, but you may call me Madam Chronicler. Everyone does.
Okay, Madam Chronicler.
You do know that I'm your cipher's point of reference, that I provide information via amplifier for your library.
Actually, I wasn't aware that was a thing.
That's curious. It's fairly common knowledge. Oh, maybe you have amnesia.
I don't have amnesia.
Did you rattle your head or inhale some toxic spores?
Not enough to give me amnesia.
If you say so, my dear. But what news? Anything to report from your travels?
I saw some unusual Shaper ruins where waterfalls were flowing up.
My goodness, I hope that was archived by your cipher, Lewin.
Do you mean Owen?
That's what I said. Or did I? Pardon me, a chronicler's mind is easily overfilled. But as my esteemed mentor Negandel used to say, the occasional confusion is a cipher's burden.
Maybe you have amnesia.
You're jovial, but most freelancers are. Maybe too much.
Not sure I follow.
I talk to cities and ciphers far and wide. They all say the same thing. Freelancers have lost their way.
I haven't lost my way.
And I'm glad for that. You know, you'd be a wonderful sentinel.
And just stand guard all day?
Food for thought. Which brings me to my duty. A chronicler must pass along collected knowledge, that humanity may build upon its learnings.
Learnings? Oh, you mean reading?
What would you enjoy? Hard news or something more escapist?
News, please. Good to know what's going on.
I must agree, especially in these trying times. May you learn that all may learn, that all may grow.
Thank you. Catch you later, Madam Chronicler.
But catch me, what am I, a grabbit? Good day.
You must be Rife. Yarrow said I'd find you here.
Yeah. You're the one who flew in with a hail of bullets and flaming glory.
Correct. That was me.
Well, right on, big star. That was something to see. Backed up into that tunnel, trying to keep those Arcanists ticking. It got tense. I mean, I was looking forward to using Nellie on those cockroaches.
Nellie?
My sword. Helps me perform my community service. Figured she saved my butt so many times. She should get a name.
Well, you seem to be recovering nicely.
I got 2 working fists. One for punching, one for drinking. That's all I need. So, I'm guessing you're here to stay. You've been keeping to yourself, but I've seen you around.
There's work, yeah. I get the impression business is picking up.
Been tough for a while. Couple of weeks, I was barely scraping by. But man, there's nothing like being a freelancer, right? So hey, thanks for showing up when you did. I owe you one.
Glad it worked out.
Anyway, I'm probably still bleeding somewhere. Should get that fixed. I'll see you around, big star.
Relaying, sir. Good to see you.
The crown and signet name. It had class, you know?
Don't call it that. Yeah, she appreciated the service.
Are you Sev? In the flesh. You must be the freelancer Tassin hired. Huh. You actually look capable.
Wish I could say the same for you.
Ouch! I'm one of Corvus's most underrated agents.
Who's drinking on the job?
I'm not a damn sentinel. Besides, there's nothing else to do in this shithole.
At first glance, Fort Tarsis may not seem like much, but...
It's a shithole. The bar doesn't even have a name.
I used to, but...
I know the story. All the stories. Let's just talk about the job. Corvus has received reports of Scars ambushing supply caravans.
Pretty standard.
Except they were using some new acidic weapon. Extremely potent, not the usual Scar fare.
Scars are scavengers. They must have gotten the acid from somewhere.
Great minds. I had a scout follow a trail of the gunk to a possible source. Your cipher has the coordinates.
Not bad, Sev. I guess you are underrated.
I earn my keep.
I'll let you know when I'm on my way.
human?
He's an object lesson on why you don't go poking.
You're back. Good. Tassin's been hanging about waiting for you.
Hey, freelancer. I figured you'd be back.
Why is that?
Maybe because we might have the best compounds in the fort. Has anyone ever told you that you've got amazing eyes?
Not really, but it's nice of you to say.
They've got an interesting glint in them. They remind me of Korok's eyes.
Korok's eyes?
Yeah, I got a soft spot for Korok's. I know it's crazy because I'm a regulator and we're supposed to be all business. Right?
I guess, if that's what you say.
That's what my family says. But I don't care. I got dreams of my own. And my dream is to pet a wild baby Korok's.
Wouldn't you have to go outside the fort?
I don't care. I'm not scared. And I got a plan.
If that's your dream, then you should go for it.
That's what my cousin Delton said too. So I'm going to do it.
Okay, but remember to be careful. It's dangerous out there.
Yeah, I know. Don't worry. That's why I'm taking Delton. I can't say how he got it, but Delton has an awesome gun. So I think we'll be just fine.
I hope so.
And hey, don't forget to check out our new stock. It's pretty good. As soon as I close up, I'm gonna find Delton and I'm going to pet the baby Korok's.
You're back. Good. Tassin's been hanging about waiting for you.
Do I smell Manticar?
I'm sure you do. You should try it sometime.
Regretfully, I have. I've been looking for you, freelancer.
Why does it feel like you want something?
Because I do.
Do you ever get tired of being a spy?
Sometimes, but what's truly tiring is being called a spy.
So if you're not a spy, then what are you?
I'm an intelligence agent. Now that I've answered your question, I've got one for you. Tell me what happened in the Heart of Rage.
Anything specific?
You went in with some of the finest Bastion freelancers. Why didn't they make it back?
It was chaos. Your guess is as good as mine.
Every other survivor was physically injured or psychologically scarred.
I was lucky.
Then you barely caught your breath before you started picking up contracts again.
Yeah, so...
So why weren't you damaged?
I'm fast, and I'm good at dodging.
That's kind of general.
I mean, I'm hard to hit. I'm elusive. That's probably what kept me alive. Sorry if you were looking for something deeper.
That's all right. So why go back to work so quickly?
It's what I do. I'm a freelancer. I figured getting back in the suit would make it easier to move on.
I know that feeling.
Yeah, right.
I may not be a Lancer, but I've been in this fight a long time. I've lost friends, too.
So are you damaged?
Probably.
You hide it well.
I work for Corvus. It's part of the job.
I get it.
I know this wasn't easy. Next time, we'll talk about something else.
Sure. We'll sit down and have a nice chat.
I'll be in touch.
I'm sure you will.
What are we up to today?
Scars are holding Arcanists captive. We need your help.
Understood. I'm on it.
You should find the Arcanists here. You know what to do with the scars. Arcanists quickly. Still have the Arcanists. We need to do something. Another problem, I'm afraid. Scars are scavenging Arcanist equipment. Let's beat them to it.
Will do.
Find the Arcanist equipment before the scars leave. That's the device. Let's start that data extraction. Extraction complete. A group of sentinels could use your help in fighting off scars.
Heading over there.
The sentinels are trying to hold off the scars. They need backup.
I understand.
Appreciate it. Thank you. Be careful, a really nasty scar just showed up.
I understand.
cleared out all the scars. That takes care of those scars. Thanks. You really helped us out.
many links. Too many freelancer stories have been lost. Find them and bring them home. Their sacrifices won't be forgotten. Their deeds should burn bright. Very bright. You hear me?
I hear you.
The site ahead has not been tended to. You will change that. A freelancer died here. Others came to finish his work. Some remain. Strong alone, stronger together. Clear out any unwelcome visitors. They are unfit to dwell here.
Honest. I need assistance.
Myself. Sweep the vermin away. Ah, you fight well for your brothers and sisters. Very good. Now light a fire to celebrate their lives and guide them home.
Got it.
Rest well. We will all find each other when the world is finished. I have another site for you. Very close. This next place will be bloody. You must collect the links of the fallen freelancers.
Think you can write their stories?
Yes.
Looks like a recent battle.
Yes, quite recent. Many stories ended. You do well clearing those bastards out. Sometimes I miss the action. Looks clear for the most part. Now, search for any links that remain.
Fossil gear, but no link to collect. Found another one. Gear's mostly stripped, including the helmet.
So no link?
None.
Strange.
Got some more gear here. It's serviceable, but no links again. Scars, I guess?
No, Scars would never leave all this behind. Someone else.
That's all of them. And no links. Anywhere.
Damn. I know who's doing this. I don't know why, though. First, survivors left a memorial here. Light the fire.
Yarrow, who took those links?
Outlaws. Criminals with no code. Banished from civilization. Monsters. Outlaws! Our people have caught them. Lawless cowards. They steal from fallen freelancers. We must stop them.
We will.
They will keep coming, believe me. Focus on retrieving all that they stole. Very important. Gear was found. Looks like helmets. We need to get the rest.
Got a link here.
I knew it! They are stealing links. Why? Makes no sense.
More links. They were active. Sure.
Bring back all you find. We'll need to figure this out later. I have a long history with outlaws. All of it bad. The links you retrieved will allow us to celebrate those who died here. But we're not finished. More outlaws are coming. Make sure none of them ever dare set foot here again.
Why are there so few stories posted back to the fort?
Most went to Freemark, to the Grand Wall. After the Heart of Rage, we started again in Fort Tarsus.
So you lost all those stories in Fremont?
Yes, we lost much of our history. How did they know to come here? How?
You're gonna die, freelancer. All here. You hear me? Let's not get in my way.
I think they're out of fight.
Outlaws stealing from us. Stealing our history. I don't understand why. But listen, There is one more site. Very important.
On my way.
Our people found it. A monument. I made it myself. I've not been able to visit for some time. I wanted to see it again. For a freelancer. He did great things. So stubborn. Well, come, bring me the links you recovered. Their stories will be written.
Freelancer. Do we have trust issues?
You know, most people start with a hello or how are you?
Hello. Would you say you trust me?
Kind of.
That's what I thought. I feel somewhat responsible for your misgivings.
I don't know if I'd go that far.
I've decided to be more forthcoming with you.
Okay.
Do you know what Corvus does with Dominion informants?
No, but I'm interested.
We question them.
I was expecting something more.
Until they give us an answer. And they always answer. Always.
Do you torture them?
No, we are not the Dominion. We use psychological interrogation methods that are far more effective than physical pain.
Then what do you do with them?
What do you mean?
When you're done questioning.
We execute them.
Good to know.
I thought you might be interested in how Corvus operates. And I want to build trust.
Great.
I'll be in touch.
What are we up to today?
Hey, I'm glad you're... Hey, welcome back to Uncle Vonnie's.
Thanks.
Some exclusive alloys and compounds came in this week. I can't say how we obtained them, but your javelin will thank you if you pick some up.
You're very persuasive, Serena.
Thanks, I've been practicing. I'm glad you're here. I want to tell you about my Koroks adventure.
Oh yeah, I want to hear what happened.
Okay, so it was a beautiful day, and it took us a while, but we finally found a baby Koroks. When I started to pet him, he looked at me with all his eyes, and he made the most adorable grunting sound, which, in retrospect, was probably a call of some kind, because his mom showed up, and whoa, she was mad. And so quick.
Were you hurt?
That was the weird thing. I was petting the baby, but his mom only went after my cousin Dalton. He had his gun, but that Koroks was on him hard and fast.
Okay.
Here's the thing, he took a good hit and he flew a long way. But when he got up, nothing was broken. And he didn't even have a mark on him. Lucky, huh? But he started peeing blood yesterday, so he's gonna have to keep an eye on that.
Yeah, he probably should.
On the bright side, I did get to pet a baby Koroks.
That's something.
It sure is. Oh, don't forget about that new stock we brought in.
I'll try not to.
Great news. We've just freshened up our stock.
Welcome to my store. Browse away.
Hey, good to see you again. You know, you're one of the only... Yeah.
What have you heard? Are you serious? How did she... Nah.
Don't buy any fish that...
Hello, Burndle. How's the fort maintenance game?
It's challenging. People continue to ignore glaring safety issues. It's only a matter of time until someone is seriously injured.
Come on. Is it really that bad?
We have a cable problem. There are electrical cords and ropes strewn about all over the fort. This is a serious tripping hazard.
Really?
A mechanic tripped in the forge area yesterday and broke her thumb. That accident was 100% preventable.
Really? How are you going to stop people from tripping?
I will implement a bylaw that requires people to properly bundle or store all loose rope and cable.
You want to make loose cords illegal?
Yes. And standing water.
Standing water? You mean puddles?
Standing water is a breeding ground for insects and should be cleared within a reasonable time after a rainfall. Puddles not only get your feet wet, they're another tripping hazard.
How will you bring in the bylaw?
I have a petition I expect you to sign.
Sure. I'll help make the fort a safer place.
Thank you, freelancer. This fort needs a good safety policy, and people like you will help make that happen.
You're welcome.
I'm hoping the bylaw will help people appreciate the dangers of loose cable and standing water.
Me too, Perndle.
They will, eventually. Did you know we're refurbishing the fountain?
That must be difficult.
It is. I'm very busy. That's why I need to cut this short. Goodbye.
Freelancer, you're back. Okay.
Nice to see you too, Bryn.
This might actually be a good thing.
Might?
A few beacons have gone quiet in the wilderness and we're short-handed. Those beacons are vital to my work here. If they're broken...
So I should go fix your beacons.
Ah, perfect. I'm so glad you offered.
My pleasure.
Good, good. I'll talk to you in the field.
No problem.
Well, hello again.
How are you, Madam Chronicler?
I hear you've been rescuing Arcanists. For all their study, Arcanists have a remarkable lack of common sense, don't you think?
Well, anything for research, right?
Yes, put one's head into the mouth of an Ursix. For research. Well done.
Still, they know more than I ever will.
Well, that's up to you now, isn't it?
Well, I do like keeping up with the news.
That's the spirit. Or is it a hint?
You mean, did I come here to hit you up for reading materials?
Hit me up? Gracious, do you mean ask me?
Isn't that what I said?
Did you even read it?
Yes, I read it.
Really?
I read it.
Really?
I read it, I swear.
I hope you're being honest. Indeed, as my mentor and royal cousin, Negandel, used to say, a genuine sign of true honor is complete honesty. But most freelancers aren't really concerned with honor, so...
A freelancer's honor is in helping people outside the wall. Keeping our word, answering the call.
Fine words. I wish I could believe in them.
Why can't you? What do you have against freelancers?
That's none of your business.
Did something happen?
Nothing happened, never mind. This conversation is over. Good day.
I have it. I finally have it.
What's going on?
The runes were indeed the key. Madness to think they were there all the time, waiting.
You found something?
An excellent question, to which I have an excellent answer. The final resting place of the Elysian manuscript.
Sounds like I'm going on expedition.
The runes speak of a special vault in a high tower built on a mountaintop. Objects of power were brought there. Shaper relics, artifacts from beyond the Hesperian tide.
And a manuscript?
Indeed. A very special manuscript.
Okay, tower on a mountaintop. Shouldn't be too hard to find, right?
Ah, freelancer. What can Matthias Errol Sumner help you with today?
I just wanted to see how you were doing.
My research is progressing. I'm still alive and very happy about it. I intended to buy you a drink as thanks for the rescue, but then I remembered being banned from the bar.
You're banned? Why?
For, starting fights. Not proud of it, it just happened. One minute someone's mocking Von Blatt's theory of diurnal obsolescence, the next minute you got bloody knuckles. You know how it is.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Emotions take over.
Exactly. Sometimes old impulses take over.
Old impulses?
Growing up in the streets of Helios, you pick up some bad habits. Discourse, dialogue, civility, the Arcanist ways, those I had to learn. Lashing out is instinct.
I didn't know you grew up on the streets.
I don't advertise it.
You should be proud. You're a survivor. This world needs more Arcanists like you.
Like me? You want more kids orphaned young who have to fend for themselves?
I didn't mean...
I get it. Fewer soft, bookish types, more bloody knuckles and cynicism. You know, I prefer a world where no one gets calluses on their soul.
But that's not the world we live in.
Complete acceptance of the world's failings inhibits the will to change it. And we can change it. Through knowledge, we can make the world better. That's what the Arcanist Order does. That's what I do. Speaking of which, I have some experiments to oversee. Don't want something to blow up and make orphans. Heard Tassin mumbling about the Dominion? Did you know I once hid in a mound of rotting fungus to avoid one of their patrols? Rashes for days.
Hey!
Trouble at the graves, eh?
Yeah. Outlaws.
The links you recovered. Priceless to me, but...
Wouldn't buy a hot meal?
Nor a bottle of Fortuo brew. Ah, so much history destroyed when the Grand Wall in Freemark fell. Who we lost, what they accomplished.
That last grave I visited.
A friend. He never came home. I made that marker for him. For now, I have many stories to write and glasses to raise.